of fine tuning going on, try and get the picture a bit better. I was still in nighttime mode. Just going to listen back, see if we've got no echoes or anything. Just a bit of fine tuning going on. Looks like it's alright. Picture a bit better. Still in nighttime mode. Yeah, I'm not too bad, just tired. Yeah, we've been doing a lot, me and Dave. It's a bit of a funny sky here at the minute. There's a bit of sun coming breaking through, but they keep drizzling. I'm just trying to get the temperature a little bit better than that. It's a little bit bright, and when I first started off it was really, really gloomy, so we should be there in a minute. No echoes, I take it. Sounds alright. I've not really touched much since the last stream, but we should be good. Obviously, I was on. We was doing the nights, and all my settings were set up for night still, so that looks alright to me. On the there's hardly anybody here. I'm really shocked. I think everybody'd give up, thinking they weren't going to go, but I mean, they still might not go. They still get scrubbed, but it's looking promising this morning. So there's a mini echo, is there? Hold on. Let me see what's going on there. Hopefully that's starting to get a bit better. I'm a bit too close to the mic, I think, so that should be better. You can't hear me very well? Hold on. Right, we should start to be getting a little bit better now. It's always difficult to listen back because I can listen to the camera but I can't listen to the stream. You can't hear me very well? Hold on. Right, we should start to be getting a little bit better. Right, what's that sounding like? Is that any better? That front mic's so sensitive, that picks it up, and then there's a delay because the streamer box is slightly behind the other one. That's why I get that issue. Not a lot I can do sometimes. It should be better now. And plus you should probably hear on my phone because I was trying to listen to it. Good. Plenty loud enough, you can hear me alright. When the Raptors do come out, I'll probably try and stop talking and bring the other front mic up so it sounds a bit better, because obviously the mic I'm talking to is a tiny little mic, and obviously it distorts quite a lot when the planes go out, so you probably won't hear me. I'll swap them around the other way around so that you hear the planes more than me. I think you'd rather hear them than me. Still not happy with the picture. I'm just trying to adjust it a little bit more. try and get the sky to appear a bit better. The picture looks sweet on my monitor, but I can see on my phone it looks a little bit bright still, but like I said, the conditions here are really changeable. 1 minute it's sunny, then it's really gloomy. It's looking a bit more like what I'm looking at now. Yeah, well, like I said, we're going to try and cover as much as we can today, but I have got to go after these, but I will be back later on. I've just got a few things I've got to do, and then I'll be back up. I'm sure it's going to be rammed, so I may well have a different view for you later on, which will be a special view for you later on, so we'll see what happens. But we're going to try and hold my spot here if we can, but as you can appreciate, lots of people want to come and see them today, but like I said, there's hardly anyone here. I'm really shocked. People must have got fed up of waiting for them and decided they were going to go other places, because the main car park's full up now, and they're starting to fill up in this area where the burger van is, but there's not many people over by the tree line. There's hardly anybody parked on the road, which is a good thing, because someone got absolutely annihilated over there the other day. Another streamer had their car smacked into by a lorry. So if you come to Lakenheath, we really strongly advise you don't park on that road. That's not really a parking space. There are bollards to say you can't park there, and that's what ended up happening. People were running, they were being crazy, they were running out into the road. I witnessed a couple of people almost get knocked over the other day, so yeah, it's not good to be doing all that stuff really. So if you do come over here, try and get into sort of a proper designated area. I think otherwise Lakenheath are going to start getting a bit annoyed with that, because they were very dangerous the other day. Not sure about the tankers yet, but we've got movement around the F22s, so I don't know how long. We think, well, we're not 100% sure. We can never be sure, can we? So but we think we're going to have some action soon. So yeah, we've had our radios on, all the apps going. Me and Dave have been camped out here pretty much all weekend. I didn't come up yesterday, but we've been here, well, Dave's obviously here, but we've been around the area all the time so we could try and do it. And then this morning I heard a little rumour and I thought, right, I better get up there. So I don't know if the mic's coming in and out, because I can hear my earphones keep going in and out, so that's alright. Yeah, my earphones keep disconnecting from the camera. I don't know what's going on with them. I can hear myself just. Well, the sun's starting to break through again, but there's a lot of cloud over that way, but I think it's supposed to be a bit like that all day today, so They did indeed. Yeah, thank you for everybody that's supported the channel. We got to our 10k. I've got to work a way out of doing my giveaway now. So I've got to speak to Mike and see if we can arrange something. We're probably going to do some sort of like Google form, because I'm sure not everybody wants a copy of the book, but if you do, I'll be sort of sorting it out soon, trying to make some way of making it fair for everybody, and then I'll do some kind of sort of number generator or something like that, and then pick somebody at random, and you'll have a copy of the book. Yeah, so we've had, as you can see from my posts over the weekend, we've had several news outlets use our work. The BBC were very naughty and just helped themselves to what they wanted. Put a little tiny military aviation thing in the corner, but didn't really say YouTube or anything. And then when they used it on their YouTube channel, they even took that off and put BBC there instead. I know I'm good, but you know, come on BBC, stop taking the you know what. And then I've had a couple of other ones, but we're in talks with a couple of other ones, so. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? If I could get a ride in with a Raptor, that'd be definitely good footage. I don't know if I'd be able to hold the camera. I'd have to hold on for dear life, I reckon. I was going to go live at 10, but I thought I'd come on a bit earlier and make sure everything was right. Yeah, we've got copyright on our stuff now, so and we did anyway. So we've also got someone that's quite legal involved as well. So yeah, we're not having that. Yeah, they think that's fair use. Well, that's not fair, is it really? It's not, you don't take someone else's work. We'd never do something like that, so I don't see why other people can think that they can take what they want and use it just to, they're making more money than me. And, you know, that's not what we're about. We're just here to sort of, we enjoy what we do, and we enjoy bringing it to you guys. But, you know, for them, what they're doing it for that money, and they're earning a lot of money out of it, so yeah, it's not on really. Get your own cameras and get yourself down here like we have to. I have got Lewis with me as well today, so the van might shake around because he's jumping around in the van at the moment. He's obviously found something on YouTube he thinks is funny as normal. I don't even watch normal TV anymore, to be honest with you. I don't really have time for it, and I certainly wouldn't watch them anyway, so. Oh, sorry. Banging. Yeah, it's a bit cheeky. Oh, cheers mate, appreciate that. Some more channel members. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, it might be a bit unfocused. I've got it in manual focus. I can't really see it very well. The light's really funny. I'll just sort it out. I think that's better. Thank you, Roger. Appreciated. Yeah, Dave's not bad at the odd burger or two, or bacon roll. Yeah, it's pretty windy up here today. From this end, so we should get close-ups of them up here. I'm not zoomed in at the moment, so we'll just wait until they come in and then we'll zoom in on them. Yeah, it's because this streaming box it's got a delay, so it's really difficult to set up the microphone so there's no echo. I have to keep listening to it back on the phone, but then when I do that, you guys hear it again as well, so then that makes it seem like there's more of an echo when there isn't. It's quite a complicated setup, but hopefully we're not too bad now. I've turned the front camera down quite a bit, but if I stand too close to it, that starts doing it, you see, so I have to be away from it a little bit more. Yeah, I'm in manual focus at the moment, so I might turn it to auto and see what happens, but sometimes with the weather conditions you sometimes lose a bit of focus, but I've got it in aeroplane mode, so it might well keep focus, but better to be safe than sorry and try and do a bit of manual. Yeah, that's okay, Graham. Yeah, we're not interested in the politics about what's going on. We're only interested in seeing what's the planes that are here, so all the other people in the world can sort all that stuff out. We just like seeing the hardware. Yeah, and any of that sort of stuff, and you'll be hid from the channel. Well done. Yeah, that's been crazy, Ian. With me and Dave have been here every day, and Dave's not got no sleep. He's been listening to the scanner non-stop. So I had the excuse that my scanner don't reach here from home, so I made him stay up. He said he's going to bed. I said, no, you're not. Yeah, that was cold in the field last week when the first lot come in. Yeah, it was definitely cold. I was shocked that footage come out, to be honest with you, because it was really dark over there, and I had the wrong camera with me because I thought they were going to come in during the day. So I brought my Sony camcorder, and even though that's good at night, with no lights at all to pick up, it's quite hard to get them. But obviously that picked their lights up, but once it'd gone over the top of me, they disappeared into the darkness. But I think we made up for it on the stream with the second lot coming in. Yeah, I didn't have no breakfast this morning, so Dave's had to make my breakfast this morning. The sun's still trying to poke its head through the clouds, but there's a big gap over the top of the base, over the back, but it's still a bit cloudy. Every now and again I keep feeling a little tiny bit of drizzle, but we're definitely going to carry on today. Yeah, this camera that we're using now, it really does work at night time. It's really good. I was shocked the first time. I never thought this would work at night time because of the lens I'm using. It's only f5.6 at the low end, so I just thought that wouldn't be any good. But this camera's got a really good strong picture with even with really high ISO, which is fake light. So yeah, done a really good job. The only issue I've got with this camera is it's a 150 to 600 mm lens, so 150 is quite close up on the Raptors, even when I'm pulled right back. So when the planes come from the other end and they fly over the top of me, I really find it hard to keep any of them in the viewfinder because they just get too close. So and you have to be really fast at catching them. But I'm trying to get a 60 to 600. But that's something we've got to save up for because it's £2 for that. So, but I will eventually try and get that lens, and then we can keep them in the viewfinder all the time, and use this camera pretty much all the time. But I was going to stream 2 cameras today, and me and Dave was hoping that it was going to be the weekend, so that he could operate one, I could operate the other, and we could have one trained on the pad and the other one trained on them in the air. So we was going to have, you know, so while one was taken off and another one was on the ground, we was going to have them both in the shot. But unfortunately, because obviously Dave's got to work, we've backed down to one. But later on we'll see what we're going to do. Like I said, I'm hoping to do another stream later on, but I've got something to do at dinner time which I can't miss. So we're hoping that I can get back later on and make sure I get a space. We're going to try and get someone to hold my space for me, and then we'll do another one later on. So make sure you got all your bells turned on, because I might not get a chance to do to schedule the stream, because I'm going to have to, as soon as I've finished here, I'm going to have to make sure all this stuff's all charged up again, which I can do a lot of it in the van, and then I'll charge it up while I'm off, and then we'll come back later on. I don't know what time I'll be later, but just keep them bells on. So we know there's other stuff coming on today, so we'll just see what happens. Dave said he don't do deliveries. He said he'll make coffees here, but he don't do deliveries. Yeah, I've had 2 cameras running before. When I first started doing streaming, I had 2. And I've now made a bigger platform up on the top of the van, so we can get 2 people up here really easily now with 2 tripods and 2 cameras. But I only literally put this new roof on this morning, and I haven't got enough hooks up here yet for 2 tripods, because I have had one go over. So I've got this one strapped down. I've got enough straps, but I haven't got all the hooks on the floor yet because I just didn't have time this morning. So I will have 2 on it, and then but Dave's going to film later on this afternoon, so we'll try and put up another video after this live stream of anything he catches today, possibly tonight, and hopefully we'll do another stream. But if we can get 2 cameras up on the stream later on tonight, then I'll try to. But I've just got to say, I've got a few things I have got to do today, and they're important things, so I'll do them, and then I'll see if I'll get time to put some more hooks up here and get both cameras up here tonight or this afternoon. Oh, we've got better than Starbucks here. We've got Dave's burger van here, so yeah, I'm right in front of him, and I get served, so I only have to shout. I don't have to get down. That's good. I've got one of those clickers, you know, you get for a dog, and I just click it and tell Dave I want something. The wind's definitely picking up a bit. We've actually got we've got 3 cameras that are capable of doing 6K, and 2 of them are really good at night, and the 3rd one's okay. So yeah, we've got some choices. I've actually got 4 cameras that can do 6K actually. So I've got another Panasonic camera that I've got that can do it, but it hasn't got a mic jack like the same as what this has got. So that's only got you can put like a 3.5 jack in it, so it's not as good a sound quality, but I can still use it for images, and use the mic off the other camera in the settings in the box. So we might do something really sort of like outlandish one day and have 2 cameras static on the top of the van pointing in 2 different directions, and then 2 we're actually operating. That'd be quite a challenge, I reckon. But we're thinking of lots of different things to do that no one else does. You know what time it is, don't you guys? It's time I had a rollie. And what happens when I have a rollie? I think it's time, because I can't hear nothing yet. I think as soon as I do that, we might have some start-ups. It's really weird, my earphones just come blasting back again. One minute they're really quiet, and then all of a sudden I hear myself really loud. But yeah, canopy's up, been refueling, so a lot of activity from the security on the base as well. There's been a lot of that, an awful lot of them going around, so it's all looking positive. Well, as always, Becky, we always try and put the stream, the best bits of the stream back up, and obviously you can watch it later on. I've had a coffee and I had a bacon roll, so I'm all good at the minute. The wind's really ripping across here this morning. It's really calm, and then all of a sudden there's loads of real gusty wind. I'm not sure if it's coming through on the camera or not, or on the stream. Hopefully it's not too bad. I've got two 2 dead cats on, so hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, no, I get that, I get that. It's always good joining in on the stream. I thought I heard a start up then. It's hard to tell in this wind because the wind's blowing right at me. Yeah, hopefully not. I'm sure it's going to be a bit more than what it was the other day. They wouldn't be putting the fuel in it. Yeah, 2-3. Looking at the wind, I'd say 2-3. It's very hit and miss. It's like across the runway at the moment, but from what they're putting out on the radio, it's 2-3 anyway. So at the moment, but it could change. But hopefully it doesn't, because that'll be a lot harder to capture them coming down here with this camera than it is the Sony one. Because the camcorder, I can pull it right back and get them. But I think we're going to be this end. So the windsuck says could be anything. It's more towards this way. Only just though. Right towards me, look. Slightly this way, so. Yeah, there's something starting up in the background. I can hear start-ups. Don't know if you can hear it on the stream, but I can just about hear them in my earphones. They sound like F-15s, to be honest. That could be engine tests of them, but it sounded like F-15 starting up. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, welcome to the ground crew. They better hurry up. I've got to leave here at 11:15, so they better hurry up. Yeah, we'll try and do that. We'll try and do that if you can hear me. starting to get busy here now, and quite a few people are walking down the bottom, and so we're thinking it's not going to be too long. We hope. That's not an F22, that's a security van. I wish. I thought I heard something starting up a little while ago, but it sounded like F-15s, but it was well in the distance, so I'm not sure what it was. I can't hear it anymore, whatever it was. It's really strange because those Jeeps, when they're on the other side of the field, the other morning when we was here, we heard one come across the back, and we thought, oh, there's something starting up, and it wasn't. It was one of them. It sounded really strange. It sounded like something was going. Yeah, the place is filling up now. The main car park's completely full. The bit here where the burger van's not too bad at the moment. It's fairly full this end of it, but down the actual road is not that bad at all. Yeah, there's a few more spaces. Yeah, there's a few more.
You live streaming, mate?
It's pretty windy here today. It's pretty windy up on the top of here. It's like, it gets really bad and it calms right down, but it's definitely a windy day today. Not the best for filming up here today, but I've got a non-slip platform up here now, so it's loads better, so much better. Even when I was wet this morning, that was still good to stand on, so it's a lot better. Feels a lot safer up here now, and it's a lot bigger, this platform. So like I said, we can get a lot more gear up here now. And see if the tankers are around in a bit, but not seen nothing yet. Bird control out on the runway, so that's a good sign. I always say that I like to stream in the summertime, but I'll tell you what, sometimes the conditions up here are horrendous in the summertime. You can't see anything. Your eyes, when you look up in the sky, the sun's so bright you can't see nothing. Today's not too bad. It is cloudy and it's windy. If the wind would go, it'd be perfect conditions, but the sky's nice. The clouds not silly low, so you should get a good view of them going out. But it's just that wind is the factor today. Anything in this hobby, so you know, I might stand here for 2 hours and nothing go out, so it's just how it is. But you can only go on what you get, and at the time. So, but we're looking good. We're looking good at the minute. Fingers crossed, everyone. We did drop a couple of frames on the internet. I don't know why that is. It's Starlink saying it's good, but did drop a couple of frames. Hopefully it don't do that no more. you can see, it's getting full.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? July, isn't it?
It's this truck as fast as a Raptor.
And you get a holiday out of it, you know.
Not quite. One of my batteries on the camera keeps going flat quickly. I've got to have to get another battery, but I've got a spare one with me today, so if the stream goes blank, that I'll check the batteries before the Raptors come, and if I have to change the battery, the screen will go blank and then it'll come back on again. But hopefully that don't happen. I've still got three or four bars left, so I shouldn't need to do that hopefully. But Yeah, I just saw the tankers over Mildenhall, so it should be looking good. I think we're looking for, I should imagine they only need 2 tankers for 6 of them going, so. Oh, I wish this wind would die down, it's getting worse. So I can hear in my earphones is the wind. Or 2 of them. Excuse me. Yeah, we've been discussing to have that camera on the burger van again, because we've got 2 Starlinks now. So we may have a camera put on the top of the burger van that's here all the time, and we're just going to leave it streaming. But obviously it'll be just a wide angle one on the airfield, so you'll just be able to see the jets when they're coming in and out, but we won't be following them around obviously with that camera. But that's what we've got planned to do at some stage. I don't know how long it is before we do it, but that's what we're sort of debating on doing. Forgot to bring my big American flag today. I even got an American flag for today and forgot to bring it. I should imagine if there were 6 Raptors going, they'd only need 2 to 3 tankers. If there's more tankers ping up, then a few more might go out, but not from what I know of or think. That's not good. Losing frames on the stream. Starlink. I think it's a blip. I lost quite a bit then though. settling down now. I don't know what was causing that, but we've got security in front of us. Load more coming round as well. I wish this wind would go. It's really breezy up here at the minute. let's change a few things on the Starlink. It seems to settle down now, whatever it was. Yeah, if you're going to come down here, there's no real direct sort of like links to anywhere. The closest train station is Thetford, and it's about 15-minute drive from Thetford, taxi or whatever. I think there's buses go from Thetford to Brandon, which is just up the road, but it's a fair old walk from Brandon to here. It's not really public accessible unless you've got a car. Oh, this wind is horrendous. It's definitely getting worse. There's constant wind now, not just a little bit of breeze. But yeah, if you do ever come down to Lakenheath, please don't park on the road. You're putting yourself at risk, really. Someone, like I said, I watched someone the other day when I was over there. I was set right back from the road, way off the side of the edge of the road, but someone parked their car on the side of the road and it got clobbered by a lorry rather, and done a lot of damage. And I've seen people running backwards and forwards to the fence, running across the road, not even looking, and the lorry had to skid to a stop. So, you know, it's not going to do us no favours up here. If someone gets killed, you can see what will happen. They'll shut it all up and we won't be able to come here anymore. So, you know, please don't park on the side of the road if you can help it. Try and get a better space. That's what the car park's designed for over here, to keep everybody safe. I appreciate the super chats, it all helps. I'll do my best later on. Like I say, I'm probably going to end up missing what I'm supposed to do at dinner time, which is not good, but I want to try and obviously catch these. I don't really want to go. I love them just as much as everybody else, so I'm going to try and stay. And if as soon as they've gone out, I'll pack up and leave, and then I'll be back later on. And Dave's going to try and capture some as well during the day if he can. So we'll have some other videos up later on, or maybe tomorrow, but probably tonight. I could do with them going out now really, but not looking like they're moving just yet, so there's something on with this with Starlink. Keeps dropping frames. It's only dropping a few, so just bear with. People on base using Starlink now, so that makes a massive difference or not with that, but from some people tell me it does, but it's definitely no 5G signal. The 5G signal is here, but it's just not been very reliable recently, so we don't usually have. We've only had a few times where Starlink's dropped a few frames, but I'm not sure why it's doing it. Yeah, I'm watching it now. It's doing it now. It's dropping a few frames. It's not dropping much, but it's dropping enough to put the little wheel up every now and again. But I don't think it's going to cut right out. It shouldn't do. It's dropped 1,944 frames since the beginning of the stream, which is it's quite high for a Starlink. So I don't know why that's positioned perfect. I've got a really good speed, so I don't know why it's doing it. Well, I did have the security that come really close to me a minute ago. As soon as they came over to me, that's when it started doing it. So, but they've gone now. It's still, since they've been gone, it's still every now and again dropping a few frames, but it's not massive at the moment. So, fingers crossed. Sometimes if I pause the stream and start it again, that normally sorts it out. But I'm not going to do that unless we have a major issue. Trying to keep an eye on the battery on the camera at the moment because it's starting to go low, so I may have to swap that battery over. Like I said, the stream will go black and then come back on after a little bit. It won't cut the stream off, but everything will be black. Still got 3 bars, so it should be alright for another hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. I will change it just in case once they come out. Were all the canopies open on all of them to start with, Graham, or is it just a few opened up? Starlink's definitely having an off day today. we'll wait until the F22s go out, if they go out. I'm sure they're going to, and looks like 15s are getting ready to go as well. But I did have something to do at dinner time, but I think that might have to be cancelled now. I don't think I'm going to get there in time. I've still got time, so. But I hope to be back later on anyway. I'm 99% sure we'll have a second stream today, so. But I will have to go and do some battery charging for definite. I don't know if you heard that, guys, but I can hear the donkey from down the bottom making a noise, but I only did it once. I don't know if you hear it because the wind's in the wrong direction. The wind's coming directly straight into the camera, so you might not have heard that. Starlink Mini, and I've got that's what is it, £96 a month for streaming, which is quite a lot of money, but it's worth having, because when I had the 5G signal at Lakenheath, although you get full bars, if there's loads of people here, you just can't stream. It just goes off all the time. It's really bad, really. When I first started streaming with 5G, I've got a really good router in the van and a really good antenna, but I'd get signal and then all of a sudden it just drop out. It's been a real pain, so we switched over to this. Yeah, it works in snow, rain, no matter what. I have mine on the top of my roof, and I drive along the van. I get good signal all the time. Just driving along, I've never. It's really strange, because obviously it's when you do a live stream, you're using the upload speed. So the upload speed I'm getting average is about 30 to 35, sometimes higher, sometimes a little lower. But when you download, when you're watching stuff, never a problem. 300 down sometimes when I'm static. Averagely about 150 to 200, so it's quite good. And it's got a built-in snow protector thing, so if it snows, it gets warm, and it will stop it from like staying on the top. It'll melt all the snow off. Yeah, I lost my earphones again. Can't hear nothing again now. It keeps doing that. I can just about hear it. Yep, they certainly do. They come and see, they look at the camera I've got on the top of here now and think, I am the BBC sometimes, I think. Thing is, I get better quality better quality than the BBC. That's why they use my footage instead of their own. This one's a Panasonic Lumix. We've got 3 of them, and then we've got a Sony Z200 as well. It doesn't look like a normal camera though, this one. It's got a lot of kit bolted onto it. It's got 2 batteries bolted on the outside, 2 monitors, streaming monitor. It's got quite a lot of stuff in there. I can zoom in and out with a button on my hand control, so it's all pretty technical, but it uses a lot of battery power. Mark II is really good, really good. Yeah, the wind's definitely picked up because my microphone's even bouncing on the top of my rig now. I'm going to try and stop it from doing it because I can hear it's coming through it all. Yeah, that is really weird. That is really windy. I'm trying to keep my hand over this other mic because it hasn't got a dead cat on my little tiny mic. I don't know what I've done with it. I can't find it anywhere. It's just a little wireless microphone I'm using to talk into, and that had a dead cat of its own. I had 2 of them, but it must be in my other bag somewhere, so I can't find it. The main mic's got 2 dead cats on it. Still, wind like this, you can't be off it, because you're going to hear it. Yeah, I don't know, I can't hardly hear myself now. I don't know what's going on, but the mic is up loud, so I don't know why. My earphone's gone really quiet as well, so not sure why that is. You'll hear the F22s when they come out, I'm sure. See if I can move the little mic so it's out of the wind a bit more. That might be a little bit better. I might not be hearing the wind as much there. Trying to jam some of the wires under a clamp to stop this other mic from vibrating on the top. Yeah, that wind's really blowing into the side of that other mic, so hopefully that's better now. It's as much as I can do to, I've just put it underneath the shade of the monitor. Hopefully it should stop the wind as much now. Yeah, it's hard to say. I haven't got the wind thingy on that little mic, and that was definitely picking up the wind. The wind's changed direction slightly. The windsock's definitely pulling more towards the 2-3 end now, but it's definitely got up a lot. But the sun's coming out a bit more now, so. I haven't got nothing up here. I can't get down. My back hurt too much to keep getting up and down, so I'll just have to go with that, I'm afraid. Hopefully the wind die down a little bit. So what I'm going to do is smooth the camera around a little bit to try and get it out of the wind a bit. I think that should be a little bit better, but still it's really blowing really bad up here. Yeah, the sun's definitely coming out now. Lots of clouds have gone, but the wind's just not dropping down. The car park's filling up like anything now. There's people parking all over the place.
Okay, parfait. Ça marche bien, merci. Au revoir, monsieur. Au revoir. On Facebook, you tune the scanners. going every hence the crowd. Why not? Why not? I didn't realise it was yours. I saw some on Facebook of the night of the F22 landing on night. I assume a lot of the stuff that's on here is moved though to the Middle East. Perfectly valid excuse. It's not Nico, no, it's not Nico. Why is Nico's not here?
My accent's not Norfolk. Might sound Norfolk, but it's not. It's Suffolk. I actually now live on the Norfolk and Suffolk border. My front of my house is in Suffolk and the rear of my house is in Norfolk, weirdly enough. Wind's annoying me so bad up here. They keep moving the mic around. Right, I'm just going to swap my battery over, so the screen's going to go black for a minute or two, and then it'll come back. I'll take about a minute or two to come back on, so just bear with me for a minute. Yeah, we're back now. I just had confirmation that the Raptors are started up, guys, so hopefully not long. So that was a good battery change in time, wasn't it? Hopefully if they're now coming down, they've started up anyway. I can't personally hear them, but they're a long way away from here. A long way. Yeah, we've got 2 good batteries and we've got 70% left on the streaming box, so that's all good. I'll get the other battery on charge as soon as I finish this one, and then we'll be good for later on. The good thing with these, they're called D-tap batteries, and I can just swap them over, and that's a big good with the streaming box. It stays streaming even though there's nothing connected to it, so which is helpful. So you don't have to mess around. And then I've got no wires up here to trip over or anything. So it's a really good way of doing it instead of having loads of charge back, sort of like charge leads. I can charge them directly from the top of my van. I've got 240 volt up on the top of the van as well. But if I didn't stream all day, if I was streaming all day, then I'd have to have them on charge because they wouldn't last that long. But they last a good few hours. So, but that one that I had to change over, that's quite an old battery now. It don't last silly long anymore. So it's time to get another one.
Don't want to leave him, he gets short of breath and I don't want to lose him. Is that alright? Yeah, is that alright? Just so I've got to go because they can't find where it is. They need to be there on my phone. So yeah, if I leave him, that'll be alright. I'll leave him. Thank you so much. You're a star. Thank you. Yeah, he said it's fine. If you need to sit down, you can sit down. Yeah. I'll be as quick as I can, alright? Okay, good. See you soon, Dad.
changing the batteries has stopped the zoom from working. Just got to get that working again. There you go, working again. Yeah, I changed the battery and that cut off the zoom. One of the tank has just gone out by the looks of it. I'm just seeing in the distance. I think there's a tanker anyway. Might be the rivet joint actually. See if anything else goes out over there. Oh, it's wind. Yeah, I thought it was a tank when I first looked at it, but I could see that I can just about make out the colour. There's a lot more of the white than it is the grey. You can just about see it. And get elastic band when I go back as well, and put elastic band around this mic so it stops it from moving around for later. It's going to carry on being this windy. And see if I can find my dead cat for this little microphone as well when I go back, so we don't have this issue later as well, because it's really breezy up here. I might have something I can put a jam under that actually. If in doubt, find a bit of cardboard and jam it underneath so it don't fly away. That might be better. Yeah, there's not a lot of room here now. It's pretty busy all the way down the bottom. It's filling up across the road as well. There's a couple of spaces, but if you're leaving anywhere that's like more than 10 minutes away, I'd say probably not going to get here in time. I don't think it's going to be long before they're coming down. They're taxiing, I think. Yeah, the law in the UK says we can film in a public place, and obviously I'm in a public place, so it's not so bad in the UK. It's a bit different over there, I know, in the US. Yeah, there's a few spaces on the main road, but you take your life into your own hands over there. As long as you get right off the road and don't walk out into the road, then you might be okay, but I don't advise that. It's, like I said, a few people nearly got killed the other day and someone had their car wiped out, so I think lorry drivers get fixated on vehicles on the side of the road, and then they sort of tend to swerve into them. That's what I've noticed when I've been over. I always park in the actual entranceway to the actual. I very rarely ever try to get anywhere near that road. I can see something coming in. Is that C-17 by the looks of it? I don't know if I can see it now. Dave? Yeah. Yeah, we definitely got sounds of them moving. Just give me a second, guys. I've just got to sort something out real quick. Yeah, I could see that because it's going to happen. It's now starting to buffer. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but as soon as the Raptor started to come down here, the internet starts dropping. But I can hear them. I can hear that ghostly noise. Right, I'm going to turn my other mic down. I'm going to turn the mic up on the front of the camera so you won't hear me now, but just let me know if it's okay. You may hear quite a bit of wind noise, obviously. Yeah, the C-17's just gone back up again. Had to stop the stream and start it again. Completely went off, so I don't know if we were getting jammed or what, but had no internet whatsoever just then. made of that, but that was pretty cool. So I don't think there's any more going out at the moment. So we're going to end the stream there, and we'll be coming back later on, guys. So yeah, that was entertaining. The sound of them beasts. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything else. I'm just gonna just find out, but I don't think the other ones are going. Yeah, from what I'm hearing, there's only them three at the minute. But keep your bells on. We'll be back later on, guys. But thanks for the joining the stream at the moment. But as soon as we know any more, we'll try and get back and get live as soon as we can. All right. So thanks everyone. Thanks for the mods for keeping this, the peace in the stream. And we'll see you shortly.